and better every game we've seen them in, and this is their chance to prove that they're competing with the best on that international scene. Early on, attack side, plant is found. Heretics is stacked up B early on, so it's going to be the retake.
Yeah, they had that early aggression. Didn't get the success maybe they wanted. Post-plant utility mostly revolves around shock darts for that attack side. Already Sayf is going to be forced back off the angle. MiniBoo so quick to try and take the space, and while still stunned, it's going to be an easy first kill. In fact, another coming up their way, and that diffuser already halfway. Nobody able to deny it, it seems. No one even attempting to deny it.
Outside B for sure. Take a look at the rest of the squad. Seems like they're going to send a mid-flank through, and in fact, that gets the aggression out of Heretics. They're sick of waiting.
Yeah, they managed to now catch them from behind as well, leaving just one player who can actually fight, and that player is already dead. This is incredibly clean from the side of Vitality. The last man standing wasn't one of the rifle players either. It's going to be RieNs, just a pistol. I think he's going to get dropped. Safe. Rounding the corner. Doesn't actually expect him to be there, making it a little bit more costly, but look at where trexx is. He may just look very good at sort of holding the ground and maybe finding a kill, but the spike is now going back in the other direction. It's almost a double fake. Sayf has kept 3, even 4 players on that side of the map, and it's only really Boo there to try and deny.
And MiniBoo can get here quite quickly, but he's not going to get ahead of the hit. Vitality are already on site with the little guy planting that spike. Nano set up for post-plant as well. Some utility to work around for the attackers still, even after running the clock down low. Boo, he's getting super aggressive clear in that corner. ceNder's on 10 HP. Weapon diff in this instance, but it's enough to give them the advantage. That's a huge seize. Some of these players detained now up close. Although the shots don't land for MiniBoo, the trade is there for RieNs. They've gained some space with this. But now Vitality are back, ready to fight. Nano's removed from the spike, already halfway defused. They're stepping out to try.
We've seen them many a time make it work with those low purchases.
Well, Vitality are on the downturn in this round. Boots already picked up 2 before going down, and well, with ceNder traded out as well, it's going from bad to worse for Vitality. 2 versus 4, post-plant Hunter's Fury for RieNs, or even pre-plant at this point. I don't think it's going to be used. I don't think it's going to be needed. Some kills for Vitality might put the pressure on. They need to find those with a big swing on backside, and there's 3 players lined up to take them down. That's where Boo is currently sat in the position given away. He's isolated. Hunter's Fury is going to be activated by RieNs, attempting to make this fight easier. MiniBoo steps in to help out, taking the threat up top out of the game, and even attacking ceNder down to 45. Back of your mind now, use that Viper's Pit. It might even equalize a fight, but with low HP, I'm not sure it'll be used here.
I wonder if they may even consider using their own Hunter's Fury to try and work a pick, because right now the round looks out of their control. Wu up above, he's already spotted the gun. That's information. Gets the first. The trade is immediate, but even still, those numbers in favor of the opposing side. ceNder hoping to try and catch someone on the cross. I don't think that Viper's Pit's coming in, but that's a big fight. Kicks takes down RieNs a little bit ahead of everyone else. The swing, again, is there for the trade, though. That advantage doesn't last for long.
Yeah, Boo dropped his toxins just in time, and now they won't be going back up. Swing around the back could have been it for trexx. But now the spike is on the floor, and the man with 45 HP has to 1 versus 2. At least it's easy players like benjyfishy and MiniBoo to take down. And yet they were looking the wrong way, and indeed they have lots of angles to cover. The timing might work out for 1 pick, and then it's a winnable fight. There's the one up top. At this point, there it is. It's going to be thrown through. 2 players spotted on the back of the site, wrapping around just for the information, put in a safe spot to be retrieved. Only danger is that if they fire utility, never mind, they are just fighting tooth and nail for this site. I thought they'd give it up on Heretics, play the retake we saw in the pistol. Instead, with 5 HP on kicks, Thrash non-recoverable, I think it's going to fade away. You have to hope ceNder can find some value on that lurk again. He did it before. Kicks is down now, so definitely no Thrash. And with Sayf holding on for dear life, and now ceNder spotted in mid, this round does not seem to be going anywhere for the attackers.
No, and the worst thing is as well is for Heretics, these rounds are getting more and more confident. You're seeing MiniBoo take bigger and bigger risks and succeeding off the back of them. And it even looks like Vitality might have just come in a little bit cold. Like, we're not seeing like those rounds from Sayf where he even gets like an opener or 2. He's 2 and 7 right now, getting slaughtered. And we're looking at 25 seconds, spike down on the deck. In fact, Boo has decided to go back to the other side of the map just to try and hunt down some. That's not bad, though. 2 quick kills has at least made things look a little bit interesting, but the time is ticking away. The second anybody goes for that plant, you expect that there's going to be a move for the rest of the players. Snakebite not going to be connecting, but as said, Boo already taking that space, a lot of damage done, and well, there isn't going to be any hope in the end. a low HP. Currently has 1 kill. Sure, we don't want to harm on a player, but it's going to be difficult to win games like that. Boo again. Only goal is to delay. Now, a lot of the time they're going to leave him as solo, but...
Nice shots.
Oh, I don't want to jinx him, but he's normally pretty good at staying alive. They're going to pressure him, though. They're actually pushing all the way forward to try and get this man out of the corner, and that's exactly what they've done. I like the adaptation. The problem is, again, RieNs comes up. Another triple kill on the B site. He's not been called upon massively throughout this game, but when he is...
Whoa! I don't know how he's managed to do this. He'd already used the seconds. 7. Now the plan comes in. Hunter's Fury. It's not trained on him, but he's moved. Now just one correct guess from RieNs. That's all it takes. A game of battleships. Oh. The way the game's been going, I almost expected Benji to one-tap Sayf through this smoke.
Through.
He's been having a tough time, but there it is. Sayf's round. He's activated. He's dropped Boo, and the entire B site is up for grabs.
It looks like they just got a little bit distracted. Nobody peeking towards mid while the orb was up, and they managed to get behind them. Speaking of behind them, MiniBoo's done exactly the same. It'll be the trade out. Runner now gone. The guy who tried to win the last round almost on his own. And with a couple of high impact ults, this is going to be difficult. They even use MiniBoo alongside the Thrash as a distraction. 2 players remaining, Kicks and trexx. To try and hold on to this one. The wraparound could be perfect. It's been a round of flanks. That's everything in this one. And he gets the job done on both. It's now down to MiniBoo. Trying to find out where the second player is. He has absolutely...
Previous round, we'll see if that feeds into more positive results for Vitality. Heretics that round on B, they had RieNs to back up. I believe it was Woot. It just doesn't seem to be a lot that they can be surprised by so far. Here on the attack side, Vitality sending a lot of signals that it's an A site hit, but there is the information. Plant coming in on B, Nano's destroyed. Mosh was going to be thrown through. Instead, they settle on the spam, and it's damn well successful. 26 HP on ceNder, but he's still drawing breath, still alive with that snake bite for the late round.
This is the counter as well. Lockdown available, but Hunter's Fury is on the other side. trexx, at least for the moment, is likely going to try and hold on to that. Doesn't want his players to be forced out of position, but they're already moving on it. MiniBoo with 1, he knows exactly where Runner is, but he still manages to turn him. It's become a bit awkward for Woot, but the players are low, down to just 1.
Out of the weapons. He has the Blade Storm, so why give them an off? Why throw that on the floor early on? MiniBoo, nice slide in and out. He made it out. I was certain the trade was coming through. Mosh pick got kicks. RieNs is on to Sayf. And well, any positives that there were for Vitality have quickly faded. The lockdown at least, but they're not even going to be alive, are they? Vitality better hope they find the pistol. And then some weaknesses afterwards. Benji pushed up close. Kicks is about to run right into him. The turret took contact in mid as well. So they know that Vitality are taking a very aggressive stance to this early round. Heretics' response is to hasten the pace to B. Moving quite quickly through that utility, but ceNder's pot shots are good. MiniBoo trying to make up for it up close, but too many players awaiting him. It's a 3-man swing from Vitality. Looks like they've got the solution here in the pistol with just 1 left. It's RieNs. He's been unbelievable so far, but damage keeps some even trades. I like the setup. Many players ready for these fights, and in particular, trexx is the one that has no chance because he's been shot in the head by Woot. MiniBoo's wrecked Runner, and just like that, the advantages have slipped. The Thrash, I would say unlikely to be used. If they find a pick or 2, maybe.
That would be an interesting commitment at this stage. That
Maybe
might
now.
turn the tide. In fact, that definitely does. Straight away, Kicks backs out to throw out the Thrash. MiniBoo already tagged up. He's going to shoot it, but it's traded. Not really a worthwhile fight at that point. And now the remainder are not really on an angle to try and deny this. A Nano Swarm has done its job, and Benji has another, trying to throw that through from afar, but the fight hasn't gone his way. It's going to be left all on to Benji, and although he'll be...
Maybe find 1 or 2 as they make their way into the site. They've avoided his sight lines to begin with and traded him out efficiently. The rifle might even have fallen down, so should be recoverable.
It's just whether or not they can get anywhere near it. trexx is going to stop the plant, and definitely make things a little bit more difficult. And in fact, they're looking to try and take the space back completely. Not wanting to allow them to get into position. Woo, again though, and RieNs! The pistol, Guardian, working out for them. 2 now remaining, and look at the ultimates. Woo, I would say using his is almost a death sentence, and well, he's gone anyway. RieNs, though, has now fallen back with the Hunter's Fury. There's such a high impact ult in this sort of position. And you can see the side of Vitality are having to take so much time to try and clear this out. Don't have a whole lot to play with. Don't have anything in terms of their abilities left. And there is that Hunter. He's actually popped early, already tagging up ceNder. And he's just waiting to try and put through the final blip. As they actually push up aggressively, and they've walked past one of the players. All too easy. Nano landing as well. It's left to ceNder with little to no time, little to no hope. And unless there's a serious mistake made by the remaining players, well, it's not going to happen. But he's got to get that kill first.
Trexx is here for the moral support. He's only got himself a stinger, but plenty of utility to help his teammates take those fights. I think drone likely to be used on B in the, well, next 10, 20 seconds. They've got no information. Well, Heretics might even jump the gun ahead. Already MAÇ is going to be thrown up. Trexx forced back. No, in fact, he steps forward, stays on the site. Might be ready to take some fights, but they're already in the spawn. MiniBoo quickly pushing the flank, but Trexx has found one. The Stinger not able to upgrade just yet, and they're still desperately trying to deal with MiniBoo. He's claimed another victim, the Viper this time, and spotted the operator. He's not going to peek that again. Instead, sending Vitality through the other direction, funneling them.
They have to kill him.
They do, very much so. Sayf went and got a rifle just so he can deal with this man, and now he's going to try to close in the distance. Getting up close, having to walk through his own smoke, and Trexx takes advantage of the distraction. That's a great start. Thrash thrown around to deny any plant, maybe catch them, but it's destroyed in the open. Defuse now starts. This is perfect. Vitality are right back in the round, although the defuse is denied. Woot able to have to think it's at least going to be a bit better this time.
Well, the fact is, there's no doubt that MiniBoo isn't stopping, but he has been taken out. Woot, again with the trade. But again, these are only the pistols. These aren't the danger weapon. The problem is Sayf is so desperately low. It almost has to be immediate shots. And look at where the other players are. They're deep on B. They've just walked in. There's absolutely no one here. The only problem will be the collection of the spike. If there's any way that that could be stopped by ceNder, that might give them a chance of winning the round. Other than that, I think this might already be over, and he's not even going to be particularly close. Well, I don't know.
I mean, it was a timing there for Trexx. There was a chance, and even without the timing, he's landed the shot. Boo's a little hesitant to go for that fight, understandably, but he gets there. 45 on Sayf, rifle recovered. Maybe give that to ceNder, yeah. We've made the right call. Viper's Pit is there, but again, maybe it's better to save that for the next round. 2 versus 3, low HP on Sayf. But if the Bladestorm finds one, who knows? Back yellow doubled up. It's Boo and RieNs with a very far play from Woot. Presumably he'll have a mosh pit lineup, but if Sayf gets the timing, it's a free kill. Equalizing the numbers, looking for Boo, finding him too, and it's only Woot. His late rounds have been near perfect. Mosh pit goes through, could be too little too late though. The defuse is very close. And waiting for Dizzy to come back online, no doubt though, after recovering it. Nice reposition by Sayf. He's dodged the reveal and caught the shot. That's MiniBoo down, and Woot on 10.
Even still, Kix has gone down in middle. The HP low on Woot is definitely going to help them out on benjy. He's hoping to try and find a gap. There actually isn't anybody left on this A site. As I said, Runner's been having a bit of a rougher time, but I feel like they're just playing this one with a lockdown. Although, I say that, he's going walkabouts. Normally, you'd almost opt to sit outside of the site, use that lockdown to force them back. Instead, though, he is still hanging around, maybe wanting to try and get one on the cross first.
Oh, Runner. If he goes down here, it's a bit of a disaster. I understand him trying to at least find that pick after he sees the information. I guess that's really what he was looking for. The lockdown comes into play. No aggression. Team Heretics, they're not looking to fully push up and take that control. Instead, falling back, conceding the space, and like you said, Viper's Pit, it's used. And he's able to just about dip out. Here comes the lockdown, finished, and he's right back into the pit, keeping the smoke integrity online. In fact, because it was deploying, didn't even start to tick down. Boo's now got a serious position to play from. They know the defuse is not underway. RieNs is picked Sayf off up top, but there goes Boo. Now the pit's gone. The one thing giving them that advantage, making the post-plant utility so dangerous out of the round, but they still have to fight forward, and it's not going well. Just Runner left standing, he'll find one, almost. We know the history of Heretics is strong here, and the reality is, for Vitality, the second time will be that little bit tougher. Heretics are ready now for what they faced last time.
Yeah, and as I mentioned last time out, I think we saw some quieter performances from players that it's unexpected to see that again. Sayf though, he normally puts a clinic in on this map. His Neon is incredibly exciting to watch, and he's already looking to try and get in to the action. Not the greatest of starts, and whoa, the man who was quieter last time, already stepping up again, putting it into a 3 versus 3.
Big factor. Last game, Woot was activated. Absolutely annihilating. Now, good luck to you on this defuse. The spams will be dangerous. Boo's already found one, but they're missing the shots on the man defusing. Cam goes up a little late, doesn't even see him, and they just defuse. Seems like the pressure will go towards Runner, but most importantly, trexx. He's had a lot of opportunities. And there we go, converted on this. Stinger's actually being quite scary, and one-to-one trades and opening fights, that's fine for Vitality, especially with damage done to RieNs.
Safe. Well, it didn't matter about the damage. Lands the headshot anyway. The flash is nice work from MiniBoo, but the trade is immediate. Pop flash from Kicks is going to deny any further aggression. He's going to go pushing though, facing off against 2 players alone. They had the effectiveness of that initial trade, but he then tries to be the hero and may end up being the villain.
MiniBoo did well as well. He got paranoid in the very first fight, and he did not slow down. Kept taking the space, backed those players into a corner. For Heretics, the advantage only barely held on to with RieNs so low, but Boo's rifle now recovered. Spike shifting to the other side of the map, and that is wide open, but they have to cross Runner first. The timing has worked out beautifully. Cleanly across, maybe even getting one man inside of mid. Never mind, it was RieNs. He was trying to make use of his low HP by being a late round lurk around that pillar, but with him down, a much more pointed attack towards the B site, and one with 10 seconds left, traps to still deal with. That's what causes Boo to hit the floor, and okay, up close the pistol could have been scary, but this round has quickly turned into a non-threat for the side of Vitality, but their economy is around those traps. They're going to be in a lot of trouble, although, well, there's the main trap dealt with already.
Well, that position, I think remembered by most for where TenZ plays, but he hasn't had the same level of success. Losing your smoker is rough, but also losing the paranoia is not going to be ideal. The pop flash will already take back a decent amount of space. MiniBoo hasn't been pressured. He's stunned up, but I think they're worried about the support. The pop flash is sublime once again, but the trade immediate. Again, putting this advantage firmly in the hands of Heretics with that post plant being ever strong. This time as well, they've actually planted in the correct position for their normal spams, and with the utility being thrown out and removed as well on the other side, this is becoming more and more difficult as the seconds go by with players being revealed. Everything is being thrown at the side of Vitality, and it looks like Sayf's already out of there. Just wanting to try and hold on to the gun. Runner will at least drop one more player, make it that little bit more costly. But ultimately, I think you could find 50 different occasions where they've got that exact same kill. That same setup, maybe not that one. trexx with a little bit of a tap through the smoke, and well, right back at him. It's going to be Sayf going down. It's just trade after trade. A double tag up is going to leave a couple of them low. A counter Hunter's Fury removes Kicks from the backlines. He was the one snake in the grass. The rest of the team are slowly making their way around. It doesn't look like there's any cover. In fact, there isn't any cover. Nobody holding the man planting. That puts things back into a 2v2 scenario. Both players revealed as well.
Yeah, they used their smoke not towards the spawn, so couldn't provide that cover now. Isolated and revealed as well. Low HP on Boo, an easy first fight perhaps. It's already being diffused halfway there now with the big swing coming in. RieNs manages to pull this into a standoff. Good shot onto trexx. Just 21 HP, but he's low himself. Has to be cautious to defuse. Being stuck. Heretics are trailing. And, well, honestly, if you're a fan of a BO5 series, that's what you want to see. Good response by Vitality, but not in this round. ceNder again to be shut down the side flank, not catching anything. MiniBoo spinning on a dime to grab that, and now a little bit more. It's Woot to convert the kill, but it doesn't really matter to them who's finding the frags once they're landing them. Huge advantage, and now, well, Runner's going to be thinking about saving.
Cool rifle. trexx has enough to buy something in the next round. I thought for teams Heretics try and slow down? No, they're going to try and push in to what is every single member of this defensive side. This might be an immediate response. The trades are coming thick and fast, keeping things a little bit more even than you might have expected. The POV showing a lot more damage being done by the side of Vitality, but it is, well, not even, but still close.
Kicks having the Sheriff is not ideal. Ult on Boo, but... And even at this point, perhaps thinking they'll run it all the way back to be ult for the spike, but that's not the case. Can definitely still ult for the spike, grab it and look for the plant. Here comes Kicks, back to support the squad, but all the while, the 27 HP Omen is rooting himself in towards their spawn, grabbing an extra angle, hoping to catch them off guard. 35 seconds, though. The pressure's not on Vitality to make a move, especially not with the spike down. All they have to do is wait for Heretics, and the angles that they've got covered is pretty much everything that they have to worry about. Let's see how Heretics manage this. With a smoke online now, it'll be thrown out. Oh, and it's actually used towards the spawn. I'm assuming Boo's going to ult for spike then. Yeah, well, maybe not now.
They might not need to. Kicks will retrieve a gun. That's the spike grabbed, and now he knows that he has the cover. They're going to play this one together. Already spawning out Kicks. Has a flash, could try and use it, but he's just going to try and sneak up. Both players still stuck in that corner, but he's down to just 6 HP. The hope fading for this round needs to be a god flash, and well, it's a god smoke instead. He needs a miracle with spams going through, and the problem now is that corner is clear. The exact angle that he'd seen them on just moments ago has nobody on it. And he's worried that they could have pushed up close. In fact, they could have moved to anywhere. Instead, it's a high-low. It would have to be both. The trips have definitely been repositioned here.
Spams. No damage, actually. I thought it had landed something at least. Trades to start with. There goes the paranoia and the swing to catch on the trap. Gorgeous stuff from Sayf. They've got backside control and the advantage to work around. Looks like MiniBoo wants to get aggressive, though. He's already up close, caught by that stun. Boo somehow able to get one. Even still, it leaves RieNs all alone. 1v3, flank underway. And, well, okay.
This is where you expect to see maybe that pop flash play, but when you've hit that many players with the knife, ceNder decides better to try and play this one as a unit. And they've been quite good at getting this opening kill around elbow. ceNder's been having a bit of a rougher time, but with him falling out, playing passive, having the paranoia, they're now going to get a move on. 30 seconds before the time is up, and already multiple players are waiting for them here.
Yeah, I mean, it's been quite telegraphed, but they waited so long that we've actually seen Sayf rotate back, so a bit more pressure on Kicks. Emerging from the smoke was ceNder, but he ran out of ammo, and the Hunter's Fury might have delayed them, but they've got plenty of time left to get the plant in. With cover from the cam and from Cypher on short, there's no denying the plant. The shot came close, but a sliver of health left for Woot. It's enough to draw their eye, and Benji will look to swing just as the ult comes through, but Runner manages another! That mid-fight, but Heretics are looking for mid-control, not looking the right way when they cross the street. Woot at least able to trade it out, but he's low and not going to be caught on the way back. Ult used. Boo is straight into their spawn, but they know it. They heard it. And it seems like both Kicks and trexx are hunting him down. Now they know. At this point, they've seen the smoke, the drone, hearing steps just moments before. They've got him boxed in. Boo has to fight his way out, and he won't find it. The distraction might have bought time, but it doesn't last long enough. They're already going to be towards the B site. Hunter's Fury, though, fired out, catching Kicks. Both pulses, landing the third as well. Heat seeking. And RieNs, well, he might just have leveled the playing field. If anything, tipped the scales in their favor. Runner's on 6 HP.
He's been having a great day today with his Hunter's Furies, his abilities. Everything has been going in the right direction. With Runner low, that's definitely going to help them out. As said, he's been superb. Benji trying to hold off the defender spawn. It's ceNder on the other side, and he wins that fight. A big fight to win. In fact, he gets both. And now it's left all on to RieNs. The shock dart would finish off Runner if it connects, but it doesn't. And now they're going to try and pressure him. First kill goes his way. Needs to get all of them, and while ceNder mid. Doesn't necessarily mean they're going to push, but it removes the information.
Well, I think Sayf is most certainly going to push. He is already behind them, and the frenzy catching one, landing the trade as well. At least with Benji down, there's Woot gone too. It's looking far too easy for this attacking side. Someone to step up might have been MiniBoo, but he's only good for the one. Nothing but success for the attackers. Now, if Boo manages to defuse this right under their nose, it will be karma manifest. And it's not in the easiest position if he does smoke it off. In fact, that might get them already destroying one of those traps. I like the one for left side. It's much less frequently used, although we see it a lot from Heretics. Vitality not yet stepping anywhere near that drone going to backside. Already know that Omen is here, and Cypher. Sova, I think he revealed himself with the recon moments ago, but they still want to push forward, and the success is there. 2 kills already, back play by ceNder, lands them a lot, and well, a shrouded step that keeps him alive somehow. Woot.
Disjointed and isolated. Obviously, that's a creation charge already though. Paranoia is going to...
Great shot by Sayf, Tom. I mean, there was nothing that MiniBoo could do except hit his first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, or 15th shot. It's an unlucky one. And for Heretics, as my signal at the beginning of the end, I like Boo, tucked in the corner. They're not, oh, well, now they are checking it. Okay, Sayf. I don't know if you can hear me, but an unbelievable reaction. Shock Dart goes down, so too does Woot. And this one is locked in, surely. Another for Sayf, a third.
And a lot of that came down to a bit of a struggle on the defense. So we'll see how they're going to do here. Not a bad start off the rip. It's a trade with 2 instant headshots.
Yeah, Sayf certainly feeling it with Woot down and out of the round after just the one. Benji left behind to watch that push up.
He
and
went
it's
back.
Sayf that went swinging out to catch him. A clean kill by Sayf, as I'm sure we'll see in the replays. He's got his crosshair magnetized to the heads and a chance for a little bit more. MiniBoo swings out and takes down kicks. So we're back to even territory. Look who's up close on that smoke. Runner wants to step right through. Paranoia was a little bit deeper as well. He can take space on the back, and the spams have lit Boo down to 6. Spike still to be planted as well. And in fact, that leaves the door open for Heretics to walk this one straight back. I think door is going to open and we'll see them blitz. No, in fact, look, they're going past Mound. This is going to be a long rotation.
The thing is, it would be a little bit too obvious if they were going to go back to B. The sound cue would be, well, it would give everything away. The problem is, already the rotation's coming through. ceNder's making his way into the spawn. 2 players have pushed up, so they know it's not the C site. Timing here is going to be everything. And he's actually smoked off the trip. So for them to run through it is not going to be easy. Tried to find a little bit of a pick on the side of it, but instead, just going to be holding on to that cross. Stun, not quite catching him, but it's only going to be the one. And that's the low HP player. That's not a bad trade.
ceNder onto Boo, smokes down. Here's the nade though, pushing them out into the open, stopping the plant and leaving RieNs 45 HP, 10 seconds, and a plant needed. Vitality just swinging, going in together and destroy it, and they get into the site. Not possible on C.
Oh, Ruse is being sold. The whole idea is to sell the fake, and it's worked. Showstop has been popped, and it's not in the right place. In fact, him running back the other direction, I don't even think he's going to get to fire it. No, he is, just at the last second, and I think it's almost killed Boo. In fact, the nade is going to stop him from being able to plant. They're now a little bit stuck. The push through, though, from MiniBoo's just about going to defend things. That was the main thing, that they get that plant in before that time goes ticking. ceNder, though, has caught him on the way back, but the rest of the team already out. They are playing for that post plant, sitting back as passive as possible. For the players on the other side, this is not going to be the easiest fight to take. The smoke is going to go deep. The attempt is to try and hold on that little bit longer, try and force them into more awkward battles, but so far it's not been going their way, and in the end...
Bulldog and a Guardian in play with lots of players on the last credits, and
nice,
that's a beautiful setup. Everything thrown at Boo and everything landed.
Oh, it's an opportunity for MiniBoo to equalize things almost immediately. He's also stunned himself. He tries to get forward. Now the spike in. That plant will actually get RieNs the Rolling Thunder. They can either use that for post or try and get proactive. If they use this, I was going to say towards the broken door, it might actually win them the round.
Yeah, it's the Heaven Rolling Thunder just to take the space. It was for free though. Vitality have sent their troops through a different avenue. They're finding success in every fight. MiniBoo trap goes in. trexx swings with the rifle, but it's a Prowler that gets it. So they'll hold their utility, wait for Heretics to make a move, and, well, in fact, it was ceNder making a move on the A side, eventually going for that bit of aggression he thought about earlier. Thought the space was clear, the pressure was in on B, but, well, Boo is known to be a fan of rubble control, and now he's got it for his squad.
Well, he's known for being patient. I think that's the other thing.
I know exactly.
Boo is incredibly calm. A lot of people might get itchy feet. Bruce sold. Flash was perfect. Safe in no man's land, and what? Now a 2-man advantage. These pawns have been relatively successful. We saw it come back in the last map as well in the first half, where Heretics were able to climb back into things, and Boo, as said, patient. He doesn't want this fight anymore. Just goes right back into the corner, and well, I guess there was a reason for that. Kicks has made things competitive again.
As he still needs to deal with Benji. The stun doesn't catch him, he just steps past it. I don't think he's being spotted just yet, despite the spams. There's the swing to get the kill, but Runner showing up on the other side before he's deleted, leaves trexx with a winnable.
Moving away from Vitality, though, and looking like we might get an aggro start. Oh, again, an immediate trade.
A solid start with MiniBoo down. Space taking now limited for the attacking side. They look towards the C site to bridge the gap. Runner is the one holding this down, his util standing strong. 2 traps we can see quite clearly. Ult sent through, one trap destroyed, but there's still one close they've got to deal with. Runners backed off though, conceded a bit of this space. Trap finds them. The camera seeing everything flash in. Showstopper fired, but not landed. Heretics managed to evade it. Some damage done though, leaving Woot and RieNs as easy targets, squishy players to kill. And for Vitality, with the advantage, with the site under their control and the information to work with, all they have to do is wait. Wait for that burst of utility and the push that comes with it, and then deal with them. And Runner's an expert at locking down his side, especially when he's got support.
Camera taken out.
This is looking messy. I'd say even a little bit of miscommunication on the Vitality front, but it's worked out for them. Runner's setup has not been broken. And while Woot, he's walking into a complete trap. Last man standing, low range up in setup. They've been throwing all of that utility early. Now they've invested into the Odin on trexx. He's going to start things off with a bang. This was ultimates committed. This was rifles thrown.
The play's coming into B, so they stay in position. But now the Rolling Thunder goes in, and Runner goes out of the sight. But he can't get far enough. MiniBoo is on his tail. A beautiful follow through. You can't do that with many agents. Runner thought he had enough space, but he was miles off. Opening pick and plant for Heretics.
Showstopper for Sayf though. It's a way to get them back in. It's not even a surprise to see it online. MiniBoo's trying to play contact, just try and catch them before they get into the site. But they're going to get moving. Already a player revealed at the back. It should be an easy target. Instead, it's Kicks to find the kill. Benji alongside MiniBoo still fighting though. But it's this deadly duo of Sayf and trexx. The players we've talked about so many a time up against Benji. Showstopper used. Holding on to this, not going to be easy, down to just 11 HP. And while
point to that man as the reason why. Last round with credits, Runner's gone for the outlaw. He's playing on C with it. The fight coming into the A site sees trexx locking down control. Is Odin used to great effect? They're swinging him, and the damage is still done. Doubling up, but the round doesn't fall into their lap as a result. 2 kills for trexx, but ceNder and Kicks have fallen as well. Disadvantage for Vitality. Timing good here. Sayf knows there's one coming behind, but Benji's patient.
Yeah, the thing is, he's shot at him. He's not been able to kill off Sayf while he was on the flank. There was an opportunity to kill off the man who's caused them so many issues. Runner is actually waiting patiently as well. Gets that first kill and no trade available. Eventually, they'll get that frag, but both players have been revealed. In fact, everyone's going to be revealed. And in the meantime, Sayf's going to try and get a move on, trying to fake things out a little bit. And it's already been the first of many things. They want that first of beating Fnatic, and already off to a good start. MiniBoo has been trying his best to fight back into this one, and he's trying it again. Puts them with an advantage. Even going to continue to push. He doesn't realize the trexx is already in the site, but it's left onto Runner. He's been having a great day. That last map, he honestly seemed unstoppable. This map, well, when Sayf gets as many kills as that, he hasn't been needed. But now, he's called upon.
Cam is making him a lot of space, getting him into a position where he can
taken out.
Cross an angle he might not have done otherwise. Even avoids the reveal. Timing, everything. He's caught it. That's Benji, the one player who is full HP. Woot on 26. Runner, it's halved already. He needs to be quick. He sees that it's being diffused, and actually they've stopped. Woot came off the diffuse and just look, if you watch this whole VOD and find a mistake Sayf made, you're wrong. That's a fact. Heretics have been struggling with 3 rounds on the board. They've got rifles out. It's their last chance, essentially. Game around the map. In fact, over. If this one goes the other way, flash good, but RieNs can't follow up. Nobody can. They've conceded the space. The spam's not landing. Here's the kills, though, for Vitality. Weapons to be upgraded, if even needed. At this point, a 5 versus 3 sitting in their favor. Post plant and a spam through the smoke that catches Boo. Goes from bad to worse for the defense.
They are getting closer and closer to an even more dominant map than what we've just witnessed. It seems like the Heretics guys are going to try and fight back into this one, and they're going to get slaughtered.
For Vitality, but it may well yet. The 13-3 around the corner. Close play, though, by Boo. He's letting them walk past. The cage covering him for a moment, but only good for the one-to-one trade. Him at low HP on RieNs. He quickly falls. trexx might be caught, and in fact goes out for more. He's looking to fight this one. Although, he makes it out and keeps the advantage. 4 versus 3.
Was trying to make a play off that, but they've been held back, denied by utility. Kicks actually the one with the spike is fighting into the spawn. I can't say I'm a big fan of this. He's going to get some support.
30 seconds
It might just put the round to bed, while Sayf's going to go down for it. Not ideal, but they have found the trade. Another one coming up for ceNder, and it's left onto benjy. Low HP. Same for ceNder on the other side, but they're going to double up. And he's expecting to be pushed, expecting to be pressured. But now, a three-man firing squad waiting for him to try and face this angle.
Sustained a few hits, and they think it's a C, potentially Garage to C play, but no. Vitality are already out on the A site. And some utility covering them there. Traps already destroyed. They were attempting to catch a sneaky kill, but that won't be happening. Paranoia now lined up by ceNder. He's waiting for Sayf to be right up next to the angle to take contact and then fire it through. There it is, slowing them down completely with the opening pick already going Vitality's way. Now a stun will be chalked up and ready to fire out. Sayf doesn't need it. He's found yet another activated in the pistol round. This was scary when we saw it from him last map. He'll finally be put to bed. But still the advantage sits with those attackers' time ticking away, and a long shot from Runner. Heretics have to keep players in position, but now they've gone back to the A site with 3 players. Before they were on site, ready for this hit. Now though, with the chaos that occurred across the map, they have played outside of it. The retake setup, but the shot dart to punish the flank expected, and Runner shut down. A good start for Heretics, but again, this Paranoia setup, we saw it, and actually we didn't see it of that much value. In a buy round though, I think this could be lethal, and Sayf's up close yet again. It's going to be the Paranoia, a flash perhaps even, and then the swing.
They baited out some of the counter utility, but Sayf up close is the major problem. Even takes down 2. Leaves things in an even scenario. The drop of RieNs will be heard and already eliminated. It's left down to just Woo, who's managed one.
Reveal going in, stun, Paranoia, and the slide for MiniBoo. Hunter's Fury popped up in response, and it's caught MiniBoo. A clean trade for ceNder. And the early Hunter's Fury landing its mark. Vitality still gearing up for an A take by the looks of it. And again, Runner's caught by Wood on that mid lurk. We might not see that many more times in the coming rounds at least.
Lack of smoke's definitely going to be a problem. They've been highly valuable, never mind. Sayf gets both! RieNs was even watching for him. There wasn't support, there wasn't denial, it was just Sayf. And sometimes, well, in this series at least, that seems to be enough. Woot has managed to get ahead of everything. This time there's no one-way, there's no Paranoia, there's nothing that could stop him walking out, but he has been seen. Sayf low, it doesn't seem to matter. And now benjy is stunned.
They don't need them.
Yeah, he should just jump out window. Run straight up mid, send himself in as the sacrificial lamb. Let Sayf trade him. That might be the way to play. Sayf, well, he's dodged the reveal. He's up close, ready to fight, looking to punish. Good flash. Oh, they've just about escaped. He wasn't ready for MiniBoo to be up close. Rolling Thunder dodge, though. He's on the backside. Such a good angle for Sayf. Now you're going to have trouble rooting him out of here. Stun is great, though, and an easy conversion for MiniBoo. The advantage is now stacking up with that damage done by this man earlier. ceNder on 36 in the 3v3. And they also, benjyfishy can pop his ult on the way through to just reveal all of these players. He's in trouble.
Oh, that was almost. MiniBoo going. But for now, he still stands. Plant will be in. This is one of the best opportunities they've had. With that overdrive as well, it might not be the most impactful in the world, but it's more so just the pace in which you can move. And now ceNder, all he's done there is just try and put doubts in the opponent's mind. It seems like, though, they're fixated on just playing towards long. Dart will give the game away. ceNder up close has got to be a little bit careful. They might be further forward than he's expecting them to be, but when the gun comes out, he lands that shot. Second one goes the way of Runner, and now the only problem is that defusal. It's already happening, but there's plenty of time, and it's like...
That's happened once so far. Maybe once in the last 2 maps.
Hello.
Not a great start for ceNder. He is being sniped by Boo. No response either for Vitality. The stun goes in. The spike is down, though. And someone's got to go get it. But it doesn't look like they're too pigeonholed into that argument. Looking elsewhere for space. Finding the breach, but no chance to spam. No one's close enough. They have got Garage at least to fight from, but MiniBoo's up close holding it, and that's not a fight I'd like to take.
Yeah, I don't know if the plan from ceNder was to sell this as some sort of ruse or if there was meant to be more of a commitment, but this is as bad as a round can start. You've died and you've delivered them the spike.
All right.
That's going to help out, though.
Well,
trexx has managed to eliminate RieNs. What seems like some wild spam. Runner is looking for a timing, and he might just have it. His opponent has just looked away. Woo went to check the seaside and has lost it. Now Sayf's found another one. Maybe this was just trying to bait them into the fights, because somehow they seem to be winning.
Not playing just for the stats. 17-5, almost unstoppable. Great reveal. MiniBoo's in trouble. MiniBoo's in a lot of trouble. Hunted down. Hello, Runner is the one that's dropped. ceNder also, the Hunter's Fury, catching the opening, and with Boo locking down A-site control. reminiscent of the round where they dropped the spike. If they somehow win this, I think we call time of death.
Yeah.
But yeah, huge disadvantages and barely any damage done in return. Just MiniBoo, who did get out of there.
He's just done it in the open. Just chilling in the open. He's going to get stunned up. Going to reveal where Woot is. His only goal is to just buy time, force them back in the other direction, but it didn't seem like Sayf had any plans going towards that B side. He's looking for a fight elsewhere. Now, they've got a double up. MiniBoo is already low, but for him to get a couple here would be difficult. He's expected the position, but it doesn't matter. MiniBoo is going to get the kill, and then the trade is there from Benji after he dies. It's left all onto trexx, and they will spot in the grand final. A chance to face off against Fnatic.
Action.
Already Boo has got the opener, and while the Hunter's Fury isn't quite going to manage to convert, but ceNder has TP'd behind them. He has been dealt with though. That was one of the major dangers, and while the dart is perfect, at least allows them to get back in. What is this? They've just been blindsided completely. Runner is going to be holding, and well, it's only going to be the 1-for-1 trade. What was an advantage quickly dissipates, leaving Kicks and trexx to try and win another clutch scenario.
Big blind spot, good flash here, and they've actually taken down Kicks. They know the trexx is around the default spot, just doubled up, waiting for the swing, and Woot, good for the trade.
Versus an ISO, and Sayf now looking to lead the charge into B. ceNder, he's been countered before, this time doesn't opt to stick around.
Yeah, I think that's the same play, right? They just wanted to tap the spike, draw the rotation, stun, in towards Garage, caught one in fact. MiniBoo was quick enough to get out of there. Benji pops his cage, fights inside it, yet to take the damage. And now, in comes the swing from RieNs. MiniBoo's there to fight as well, and the last man standing is in a 1 versus 5. No saving in this scenario. He has managed to thread the needle, though. Runner sneaking right past one. He's thinking about going back for the kill, but instead wants to see how much more he can get. Another player spotted inside the window. A second down below, but they've turned. It really kicks the spot cross. A little bit of damage on the info.
Yeah, it doesn't want to overextend over face. Did still have the aftershock, but didn't want to use it to deny. It seems like it's going to be used to clear one of these angles instead. The passive position as well from Benji is going to make this a little bit tougher. They actually want to try and reclaim the garage control. The flash is perfect. They knew exactly the man they were looking for and found him.
It's a beautiful kill. Vitality suffering with the disadvantages, coming through the smoke, looking the wrong way. Tags up as well. Sayf dealt with. Secondary plot to this one. Full frontal aggression straight into the C site. Runner pops his cage, repositions, flash catches him, but they're not getting aggressive. Heretics just conceding that space for now, looking for their fight around the side, but Benji's been spammed. MiniBoo and RieNs are both solo, and ceNder's spam gets them all.
He wants to play right around the edge of this smoke. It might be his undoing as Boo's waiting.
Well, sometimes you got to play confident, and sometimes the confidence gets the better of you. And I think we know which one this one was. Throwing out a haymaker play, but, well, it's not worked out. It's given Heretics the advantage, and very early on as well. Used their drone, moving in towards Garage, pinged up the trap and destroyed it as a result. Denying the information for Vitality in the later round also. It's about as good of a start as you could hope for. Now all that's left is group up and take these hits as a team. ceNder has been very patient. His cross is being watched by trexx. Then he swings, but a little bit early, and with trexx down in the dirt as well, it looks like Heretics have most certainly found the rhythm. Let's see.
Does anybody get a kill? I'm ready for it. The thing is, I wonder if we might just see a save. Just hold on this side. I thought they're going to keep it a little bit more simple, and it seems like maybe Heretics will as well.
Oh, ceNder's not able to get out. RieNs got the angle on him up top just as he was falling off. Kicks able to delete MiniBoo though. Backside control denied, and Heretics won't bring the spike this way anymore, sending it back towards the garage. Runner's still waiting. His utility has been placed elsewhere, but he's in position. A flash primed by Kicks, but it won't be used. As again, Heretics are sending this elsewhere, looking instead to take control of the A site. The spike was on its way, but now they'll second guess that with Boo down. Smokes are out of the question. And I said, the utility had been placed elsewhere. It wasn't inside of Garage. This is where it is. They're running straight into the setup. Runner will even have a flash prime for Kicks. or sorry, other way around, right? Kicks primes the flash, Trap gets the reveal, Runner easily able to wall bang it down, and now the swing from trexx on the stun. Absolutely perfect. Good night,
All
sweet.
the steps have been heard. trexx is making his move. They haven't cleared this man. That's always going to be dangerous, but it's almost like blinded by the own Hunter's Fury. That's almost a little bit funny. His vision's somewhat blurred, and oh, maybe the most uncharacteristic team flash I've ever seen, but now the Rolling Thunder's going to give the space. Counter stun will slow them down, and maybe there's a chance off the back of some utility instead. It's going to be the defense coming up perfect. They're cleaning things up. This looked like a round that was going to go the way of Heretics, and instead, no. Vitality have broken back at the perfect moment.
And again, you see the benefit of the aggression. benjy might not even get out of here. He's challenged by kicks, just about able to reveal. Sees MiniBoo in the corner. We're set up. Some utility from Breach comes out. Aftershock pushes him out of position. Sayf's hot on his trail. And it's trexx to take out RieNs, who was trying to keep his teammate alive. Sure, Sayf goes down in the end, but look at the damage done. 5 HP on MiniBoo. One of those shock darts from trexx might...
There you go. There you go.
I know what's happening today, man. I'm seeing into the future.
Mystic Mitch. It's finally happened. For the first time ever, all you needed was vitality in the playoff stage, and then things become easier to predict. trexx holding that line. Another huge bout of damage. Kicks is going to be forced off, but he hasn't been blinded. They've definitely got to be careful with this one. Another shock dart in hand, which won't kill, but will do damage. Tickling them up a little bit more. And just 3 kills away from a grand final.
Here. On the cusp of it. Just retake.
Ahead.
It's going to get the stress levels pumped up. Paranoia's already thrown through. There's a trap waiting for the dropout. That could be dangerous. benjy with a chance up close, and he has found his one.
Oh.
He's found his 2, keeping the dream alive. Kicks already tagged low.
This time they need just 4 more in a row, which still seems like a lot. Hunter's Fury immediately expended. They're just looking to try and clear out the site, which they have done. Well, a full-on retake, definitely not ideal.
Spike planted.
Shock darts will only do a little bit of tickle damage.
An orb for kicks here, and maybe this gets more manageable. Has got the operator setting up his utility, trying to support the squad. Stuns up top, everything dispensed early by Team Heretics. They're keeping them back, running that clock ever lower, making it possible and to win off that time to put Vitality into a crunch spot as they dive out. It's a free kill. Kicks and Sayf already gone. Runners had a lot of good rounds, but it doesn't look like they want to get involved anymore. Too many losses sustained. They're out of here, saving for the next. And well, trexx has gone down as well. There's not going to be much to save. In fact, only the Phantom on ceNder.
They still have... Rolling Thunder is going to be, in theory, the piece utilized, but this is a ruse. This is not the plan whatsoever. They are going to now go back towards this B site, patiently waiting. Is kicks, he just spotted a man up above. Immediately used the Rolling Thunder and the Hunter's Fury. The spike's on the deck. It's problematic. Another kill coming through, leaving just 3 to try and stand. A counter Rolling Thunder, but ceNder hasn't been seen. First shot goes his way, and it's all falling apart.